And developing at 5, sad news in the entertainment world. Actress Michelle Trachtenberg was found dead inside a New York City apartment today.
The entertainment world was stunned when Michelle Trachtenberg, beloved star of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, was found unresponsive at just 39 years old. But what most people don't know is that behind her social media posts claiming she was happy and healthy, lurked a devastating secret battle. In her final months, Michelle underwent a liver transplant that she kept hidden from the public eye. While fans commented on her appearance, she fiercely defended herself online, never revealing the life-threatening health crisis that would ultimately claim her life. Tonight, we reveal the shocking truth about her final days. Michelle Trachtenberg's public persona and private reality collided in the final weeks of her life. Behind her defiant Instagram posts and fierce responses to critics, a much darker drama was unfolding. As fans flooded her social media with worried comments, Michelle launched a desperate battle to control her narrative that would continue until her final days. In January 2024, Michelle's Instagram became a battleground. Followers couldn't help but notice alarming changes in her appearance. Comments poured in about her gaunt face, yellowing complexion, and jaundiced eyes. Observations that would later prove horrifyingly prophetic. But rather than retreat from the spotlight, Michelle chose to fight back. "I am not 14, I'm 38. She declared in one particularly pointed response, referencing her teenage Buffy the Vampire Slayer days. The star was determined to remind everyone she wasn't the child actress they remembered, but a grown woman deserving of respect. As speculation about possible plastic surgery intensified, Michelle's patience finally snapped. "I have never had plastic surgery. I am happy and healthy. Check yourself, haters," she wrote, attempting to shut down the rumors with a direct confrontation. The defensive tone struck many as unusual for the normally private actress. What fans couldn't see was that behind each carefully worded post lurked a woman fighting not just for her public image, but potentially for her life. Michelle's final social media activity now reads like a series of coded messages about her condition. In February, she posted a video with the caption, "Eye of the Tiger," perhaps a reference to her inner battle and determination to overcome her health struggles. Another post cryptically warned, "The warmth before the storm," words that now carry an eerie, unintended prophecy considering what was to come. Even as her health deteriorated, Michelle maintained appearances. Just days before her tragic passing, she was spotted dining at the upscale Sartiano's restaurant in New York City. Witnesses reported nothing unusual about her behavior that evening, suggesting her remarkable ability to mask her suffering. The actress, who had grown up in front of cameras, had perfected the art of keeping her private struggles hidden from public view. What's particularly heartbreaking is how Michelle continued engaging with fans while silently battling catastrophic health issues. When one follower expressed concern about her appearance, she brushed it off with typical Hollywood deflection. Another comment about her seeming unwell received a dismissive response. Each interaction represented her desperate attempt to maintain normalcy while her body was quietly betraying her. The pressure to look perfect in Hollywood is crushing, and Michelle felt that weight acutely during her final months. Every post became an opportunity for public scrutiny, with armchair diagnosticians picking apart her appearance. The more fans speculated, the more defensive Michelle became, creating a vicious cycle that only added stress to her already fragile condition. Her luxury Manhattan apartment, a symbol of her success, would ultimately become the site of her final struggle. While she projected strength online, behind closed doors, Michelle was reportedly dealing with complications from a liver transplant that her body was rejecting. The jaundice that followers had noticed in her photos wasn't makeup or lighting, as some suggested, but a physical manifestation of her failing liver. While celebrities often share their health journeys publicly, Michelle chose privacy. Perhaps she feared the career implications of revealing such serious medical issues in an industry notorious for sidelining those with health problems. Or maybe she simply wanted to maintain some control over the one part of her life that had always been public property: her image. While the world analyzed her photos for signs of plastic surgery, Michelle was hiding something far more serious than cosmetic procedures. The jaundice that fans pointed out wasn't just a bad filter choice or makeup mishap. It was the visible evidence of a rejected liver transplant that would ultimately claim her life. In an industry where every physical change fuels speculation, Michelle maintained absolute secrecy about the organ replacement surgery she'd undergone within the past year. Medical records and inside sources confirm that Michelle's transplant was kept entirely off the record. No interviews mentioned it, no social media hinted at it, and even close industry colleagues remained completely in the dark. This level of privacy speaks volumes about the stigma surrounding health issues in Hollywood, where admitting weakness can lead to lost roles and diminished opportunities. The symptoms that sparked fan concern were classic signs of a body rejecting a transplanted organ. Medical experts note that liver rejection can manifest through the very symptoms observers spotted: the yellowing skin, dramatic weight loss, and the fatigue that likely shadowed her final months. Yet Michelle powered through, maintaining her schedule and public appearances while her body was quietly fighting a losing battle. Liver transplant rejection can be fatal if not treated promptly, one medical specialist explained. The symptoms progressively worsen as the body's immune system attacks what it perceives as a foreign object. This silent internal war raged while Michelle continued posting on social media and making appearances, her determination to maintain normalcy perhaps overshadowing the severity of her condition. Recovery from liver transplant surgery typically requires months of careful monitoring and medication adjustments. For Michelle, this recovery period would have coincided with continued professional obligations, a nearly impossible balancing act that speaks to both her resilience and the impossible standards placed on celebrities. The grim reality of her situation came to light on the morning of February 26, 2025. Michelle's mother, arriving at her daughter's luxury Manhattan apartment at 1 Columbus Place, made the devastating discovery. Finding Michelle unresponsive, she immediately called for emergency assistance. Police and paramedics responded to the desperate call for a woman in cardiac arrest. But it was too late. First responders pronounced the 39-year-old actress dead at the scene. The stark contrast between her final public appearances and the medical emergency unfolding behind closed doors highlights the price of privacy in an industry obsessed with perfection. In Hollywood, admitting to a serious medical condition often means facing uncomfortable questions, unwanted pity, and potential career sabotage. Many stars have seen projects vanish after health disclosures, creating a culture where silence seems safer than transparency. For actresses especially, the pressure to project vitality and flawless beauty can transform a health crisis into a career crisis. Michelle's fierce defense of her appearance on social media suggests she understood this reality all too well, choosing to battle critics rather than reveal her vulnerable medical truth. The sad irony is that the very changes in her appearance that triggered fan speculation were direct manifestations of her deteriorating health. Police sources have indicated that Michelle's death appears to be from natural causes, specifically complications related to the rejected liver transplant. No foul play is suspected in what appears to be the tragic conclusion to a medical battle fought entirely in secret. The cardiac arrest that claimed her life was likely the final complication in a cascade of health failures stemming from the organ rejection. As the curtain falls on Michelle Trachtenberg's life, the Hollywood community she touched continues to reel from the shock of her untimely departure. Her legacy stretches beyond her battle with a failing liver transplant, reaching back to the roles that made her a household name. James Marsters, who shared the screen with her on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, captured the sentiment felt across the industry. We have lost a beautiful soul. Michelle was fiercely intelligent, howlingly funny, and a very talented person. Even her Gossip Girl co-star Ed Westwick joined the chorus of mourning, tweeting, "So sad to hear of the passing of Michelle Trachtenberg. Sending prayers." Behind the glamorous red carpets and polished social media feeds lies a harsh truth about celebrity culture. Michelle's final struggle, hidden from public view until it was too late, reveals the painful gap between public perception and private reality. While fans debated her appearance online, a woman was fighting for her life behind closed doors. The tragedy of Michelle's story isn't just in what happened, but in what could have been. At just 39, her potential remained vast and unfulfilled. Perhaps her final battle will make us think twice before dissecting celebrities' appearances online. Because sometimes, what looks like a cosmetic change is actually a silent cry for understanding from someone facing their darkest hours.